So, at the Bognor 10K, which is our local race. I'm not running it this year. Two reasons. One, I'm in training for an ultra, which doesn't really concur with the 10K. I've come off holiday and I'm not feeling that great. I was meant to run 28 miles, part of my training this morning. Not going to happen. So, all in all, not going to be racing, but many friends and my son is running today. I did 48 minutes last year. This year he's looking, he wants to go 41. I think he could probably go sub 40. He's been paced by his friend Sean, and funny enough, Sean's my godson. So there's lots going on in the race. So I don't often say I enjoy watching a race because generally I want to be in it, but today a bit different. Going to really enjoy it. Let's talk about 10Ks and ultras. So while we're waiting for my son Zak and godson Sean to get here, just want to have some thoughts on my ultra training. A ultra isn't an extended marathon. Training is different. The focus is different. It's weird that quite often in your training you will actually be running sometimes quite a lot quicker than you will be in the race. Fueling, even if you're not somebody that trains with fuel or hydration or camelbacks or this sort of thing, you have to start, in my opinion, looking really at that and rehearsing that, because ultras are how good is your picnic game. I'm saying that, I'm no expert myself. I've done a form of ultra, which is the 10 marathons in 10 days in 2012, but obviously each day you get a break. My ultras are the Race to the Kings, that's 60 miles, 100k in one day, so, or however long it takes. So fueling becomes really, really important, and finding out what works for you. So for instance, you know, I've tried the gels, I've tried the Marathon solids, and I've tried cashew butter and jam sandwiches, which worked. You know, I could run and eat those, work for you. As well as with the hydration. If you're the kind of runner that trains with not a lot of hydration, on race day, if you get your electrolytes wrong, then your body starts going into fight or flight mode. When you're in fight or flight, all resources go to the areas that the body considers that you require, which is, you know, your vital organs and stuff. So then you start piling in the gels or whatever you're eating, and then you get gastronomical. That's a very simple explanation. It's far more complex than that, you know. Permeability and the large intestine, the small intestine. I'm not going to go into all of that because there'll be a long here in a minute. But bottom line is, you've got to train your body to be able to take on food, but also train your body that you're going to take on liquid, and how you're going to do that. I've always been very lazy with my running. If I've got a drinking bottle or something, I don't tend to use it, and I found that having the camelbacks with the tube not only will change my race day, I think it's changed my training, because I'm finding my recoveries are a lot better because I'm taking on more electrolytes while I'm running. On runs that I may not have done it in the past, you know, if I ran a sort of like 14, 15, 16 mile run, if the weather wasn't really hot, I'd go out with nothing, and I can do that. But I've noticed now, you know, taking on those electrolytes with the camelback, my recoveries are far better. Pretty obvious, I know, but it's something I think if you've run shorter distances, anything but marathon downwards, you can get away with if you're fairly fit and you're going fairly fast. The point being is that once you start hitting on kind of ultra distances, it's going to bite you in the bum. It'll probably bite you in the bum on a marathon, but it would definitely bite you in the bum on an ultra. So that's another big thing. Come on, Zak. Come on, Zak. Come on, Sean. Going great. I think I'm running a 10K myself. I like already seeing them at 2 points. I'm just going to walk now and recover. See them at third point, and then I don't think I can make it to the end. See them at the end. Whew. Training wise, I found doubles really useful on the day. So not always big doubles. So in the morning I might go out, run to work, 3 to 5 miles, and then run again in the evening. That gets my mileage up with a limited amount of load on my body, which has been really, really useful and good. If you're going to do doubles, you've really got to run them at the right intensity, lower intensity. If you're one of these runners that goes out and does everything in the grey zone, you're going to batter yourself. Doubles have been a revolution for me in running for this ultra. Some of my long runs, I'm doing, I was meant to do 28 miles today. I've come back from a holiday and I'm not really that well, so the lemon wasn't worth the squeeze today. I would have just made myself ill, so I haven't done it. Some of those long runs, you can break them up. So I've got some training runs where I'm doing 15 miles on a Saturday and 15 miles on a Sunday. So it's a total of 30 miles, obviously, but spread over 2 days. Still very, very tiring, still building you up for that distance, but just giving your body that little bit of rest so that you get the most bang for buck with the least risk. Here they come, damming down now. Looks like we're doing well. Well done. Go on, Zach. Go on, Sean. Keep going. Well done, guys. If you do get niggles and injuries, don't be afraid to take some time. I had an Achilles issue. It would have been so easy for my ego to take over and keep running because I had some big sessions and I could still run, but I took a week off, probably a bit more than a week, and it made the world of difference. You don't want to go into an ultra feeling compromised. I would prefer to forego a bit of mileage, knowing that I've got the mileage in me. But the moment that you're injured and you think an injury could go at any time, that's when, you might get around a half marathon like that. You may just about do a marathon, but an ultra is going to find you out. So, I would prefer to lose a bit of mileage over a week or so and really take that injury seriously. And I think that would be my last tip. So I'm not much of a YouTuber, am I? Because I completely forgot to do the ending to my video. I got so excited watching Zak and Sean and the rest, I forgot to give an end to the video. So Zak didn't quite make it. He was about 8 or 9 seconds below his recent PB and didn't go sub 40, and it was a tough race. The heat just suddenly came up on that Sunday and I think it caught a lot of people out, but I had a great day, as you can see with some of these pictures. And that's the thing I always love. I love the fact that as I get older, the running just isn't about PBs, it's about the connection with a community. And for me to say that's quite a thing. I'm a bit of a lone wolf when it comes to life, but I love the running community, and it's such a positive place, generally speaking. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're thinking about having an ultra or you're training for an ultra, just remember that an ultra is similar to a marathon but not the same. You've got similarities, but there are distinct differences, and if you train a similar way, you're going to be leaving yourself short and you're going to be missing some vital points, and some of those I've made in the video. Hopefully I'm going to make some more videos around my ultra. As I'm making this video, I'm about 5 weeks out from the ultra. Had a few challenges, as I said in the video: injury, holiday, and now I'm not well, as you can probably hear by my voice. So I'm not running at the moment. So this is the challenges you have, and you have to come through them. You have to adapt, you have to assess the situation, you have to adapt, and then take the correct actions. Because if I ran now, I'd be ego running. I'd be running to satisfy myself. I wouldn't be getting any fitter. I'd be making myself more likely to get ill and prolonging my lack of training. So you have to sit tight sometimes, which is difficult. I think that's one of the big things as a coach I do, is stop runners running emotionally sometimes. It's so easy to do. I can feel it myself now. I really feel I should be running today, but I know it's not going to do me any good. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoy it, why not comment below. Anyway, bye for now.